Ever heard of witchcraft in the Ozark Mountains? It's not what you see in movies. In Arkansas, witchcraft is a fascinating blend of European folk traditions, Native American herbal medicine, and old-timey regional superstitions. For generations, it was a practical system for healing and protection, deeply connected to the mountain landscape. Historically, people called witches in the Ozarks were often women believed to have supernatural abilities. Some were feared for casting hexes, like bewitching a hunter's rifle, so it couldn't hit a target. But most were actually respected healers, sought out to break curses and cure sickness. It wasn't always positive, though. In the 1850s, a community near Alpena, Arkansas, even put an elderly, partially blind woman on trial for witchcraft and kicked her out of the church. One of the most famous practices is water witching, also known as dowsing. Practitioners use a forked stick, often from a cherry tree, to find underground water sources. These traditional healers, sometimes called Grani women or power doctors, were masters of their environment. They used plant-based medicine with herbs like sassafras and witch hazel, but also combined it with verbal charms, prayers, and rituals. They even timed their work with the cycles of the moon and the zodiac, believing certain days were better for healing or casting protective spells. One old ritual for protecting a home involved burying parts of a black hen under the fireplace on Old Christmas to ward off lightning. Fast forward to today, in 2026, and the perception has changed dramatically. The old stigma is fading, and people now see these traditions as a vital part of Ozark folk heritage. Authors like Brandon Weston have brought these practices back into the spotlight with books on Ozark folk magic. There's also a growing academic and public interest, with museums hosting events about the region's supernatural lore. Today, contemporary witchcraft in the Ozarks often blends with modern pagan and Wiccan beliefs, focusing on a spiritual reconnection with the beautiful Ozark wilderness. It's a living tradition, evolving from its mysterious past into a celebrated piece of cultural history. Thanks for watching. If you found this as fascinating as I did, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into hidden histories.